Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster, and this is Ask Lukenessmonster episode 104, the series on the channel where I answer your guys' questions from the comments down below. So if you guys do want your questions answered in next week's video, make sure to leave a comment down below on this video and I'll try my very best to answer it. And really quick, before we do jump into the first question, here's a message from Past Luke. Really quick though, I do want to talk about our membership giveaway for the month of July. This month we're going to be giving away this Imperial Crosshair figure for our standard members, and we're going to be giving away this Trooper Ekko figure for our premium members. So if you are interested in joining the giveaway, all you have to do is go down and hit that join button down below and become a channel member. You do have the entire month of July to enter, and all of our channel members will automatically be entered into the giveaway once I hit that join button down below. Anyway, onto the video. Anyway, jumping into the first question, it says, what would you think about having a March Madness Black Series vote? There's the TVC version where you get to select your favorite action figure that hasn't been made into the TVC line, and Hasbro can make that figure for fans. Hasbro should do the same with Black Series. Well, to let you know, the TVC version isn't actually sponsored by Hasbro or anything like that. It's not Hasbro affiliated. It is just run by a fan account. But if you guys actually didn't know, I have been doing a March Madness Black Series vote on my channel here for the last 3 years. I started it back up in 2022. The first year, Trooper 5s won. In second year in 2023, the Super Battle Droid won. And then this year in 2024, Savage Opress actually won the vote. And I do it every year on my YouTube community tab, so stick around for that. I love doing it every March, and it always brings a lot of people to the channel, so it's always a lot of fun to do it, and I really do enjoy doing it. I plan on doing it for the foreseeable future. The next question says, if they made a Hottoys 5s and a Hottoys Ekko, would you get both or just 5s? Well, Hottoys actually went ahead and they made a Trooper 5s and Ekko like 2 or 3 days ago. They just announced it, so perfect timing for this question. I ended up just ordering 5s. They were like $275 each, which is just a lot of money, and I love Ekko as much as I love 5s, but 5s is just a lot more iconic to me. He's a lot more important to me, and so I had to get 5s, and you know, maybe down the line if I want to, I'll pick up Ekko, but right now 5s was my main priority, and he was the only one I did end up picking up. Next question is actually from SideQuester, who is a channel member. A big shout out to all my channel members out there. If you guys didn't know, channel members do get priority reply to comments on Ask Lukenessmonster, so if you are a channel member, I will guarantee answer your question in the next episode. But SideQuester's comment does say, Hasbro decides to make an exclusive Boba Fett figure be sold on your merch page. Which version are we getting? What are the accessories? And where would we be able to buy official Lukenessmonster products while we wait for the hypothetical figure to drop? Great question. Of course, all my merch is available down, linked in the description. And so, of course, check that out if you are interested. But as far as Boba Fett goes, that is a great question. I think it would have to be the Empire Strikes Back Boba, but on the updated Return of the Jedi body, I think that articulation and just everything about that figure is much, much better. And so I'd love to get the Empire Strikes Back version with like the green gauntlets on that body. And I think it would just come with all the exact same accessories that Return of the Jedi Boba actually did come with. The next question says, with the Moff Gideon helmet and the Stranger helmet coming next year, what other characters could we expect to see in both the helmet line and the Force Effects Elite line in the coming months? Great question. As far as this goes, none of this is really confirmed just because we don't have a ton of leaks when it comes to helmets and lightsabers at the moment. But I think we could expect some Acolyte lightsabers. There's a ton of designs, and it seems like Disney has been kind of pushing those lightsabers a lot in some of their like promotional stuff. And so I could definitely see an Acolyte lightsaber getting produced for Hasbro there. I would say probably a Soul lightsaber would be the first choice, and then maybe a Stranger lightsaber as well. As far as helmets go, I really have no idea. I think Hasbro likes to repaint a lot of stuff, so I could definitely see some clone repaints. But other than that, I really don't have a lot of an idea, so let me know down in the comments what you guys would actually think would be some good lightsabers and helmets released, but as far as anything official goes, we don't have really anything official. The next question says, with the new and improved Mandalorian molds, do you think Hasbro will return to doing the credit collection? I love the bright colors. Honestly, I really hope not. I'm just not a big fan of the credit collection. I thought the whole idea started off well with the first wave. I thought it was good because it was actually based off of those end credit arts. But once it got into like the second wave, it just kind of lost the purpose of it. And I really hope they don't end up doing more of them. As far as I know, the credit collection has been replaced by the hologram line, and so I wouldn't expect to see any more credit collection figures. I would expect to see some hologram figures of these new Mandalorian molds, but at this point, again, we don't really know. We don't have any of those Mandalorian molds rumored for the hologram line at the moment either, so at this point it's hard to say, but I do think the credit collection is officially dead. The next question says, "Hey Lukeness, of all the characters that appeared in the Ahsoka show, do you think Hasbro will do a Black Series refresh of Anakin Skywalker inspired by his appearance in the Clone Wars flashback?" Now this is a really good idea, and I definitely think it's something Hasbro has considered. We did just get the announcement for the TVC version of this Anakin Clone Wars outfit, and so I would not be surprised if Black Series did get a refresh. Now we are, as of the moment, rumored a brand new Revenge of the Sith Anakin, and I could see them doing a Ahsoka repack of that one as well. So we'll have to wait and see to really see what does end up getting made or not, but I know that Hasbro knows that Clone Wars Anakin is very expensive on the aftermarket, and this could be a great excuse to get that re-released, and so I definitely could see them doing it, but as of right now, nothing is confirmed. The next question from my boy Phase 2 Action Review, he says, "What is your favorite figure from each trilogy?" So OT, prequel, sequel, and I'll count Mandoverse as well. Great question. I think as far as prequel goes, I gotta go with Captain Rex. I think he still holds up to today, and he's one of the best figures ever released in the Black Series. OT is pretty hard, but I think I'm gonna give it to a tie between Yoda and Luke 2-pack, like the Jedi Dagobah training version, and Return of the Jedi Boba, because both of those are incredible OT figures, and I can't pick between the two, so those are going to be a tie. As far as sequel goes, I think I'm going to give it to the deluxe Kylo Ren that had the display base and like the soft goods cape and everything. It's not a great figure, but I think it's my favorite from the sequel trilogy. And then as far as Mandoverse goes, it's got to go to the Glavis Ring World Mando. Amazing articulation, amazing sculpt, and a ton of accessories. The next question says, "The new mobile game Star Wars Hunters has very cool designs. Do you think we can get some in the Black Series? The Mandos and Stormtroopers would be easy." Now this is a super great comment just because I keep seeing ads all the time for Star Wars Hunters. I've never played it, but I'm definitely considering it after seeing a lot of the ads. But the Stormtrooper designs and like extra skins are super freaking cool. There's a whole lineup I can show you guys here, but these could easily be repainted for the Gaming Greats line in the Black Series, and I really hope they decide to do that at some point because I think it looks incredible and they're really amazing. And I really don't think you have to play the game to appreciate a cool looking Stormtrooper, and so I think these would sell just fine in the Gaming Greats line even if you haven't played the game. The next question says, "Is Hasbro Pulseon happening this year? And if it does, what exclusive Black Series could we get that would be as banger as the Starkiller set?" Great question. As far as I know, Hasbro Pulseon is happening. There's no official announcement yet, but it happens every year, and I don't see any reason why Hasbro wouldn't do it. So I do think it will be happening. And as far as an exclusive that we could get for it, I actually talked about this figure on my most recent episode of Somewhere in Space with Sidequester. This one actually isn't out yet. It'll be out later this week, so stay tuned for that. But we talked about Battlefront 2015 with the Shadow Trooper, and specifically this loading screen here. It's one of my favorite loading screens from the game, and I think it's really iconic in my mind, at least to my childhood. And I would really love to see a like Hasbro PulseCon exclusive Shadow Trooper where like the top half is visible. Obviously it's the version with like no pauldron and has the silver lenses, but the bottom half is like molded in clear plastic, and it would kind of mimic this loading screen. I would love that, and it would be really cool. Not something that would probably do well on a main release since it's like half translucent, but I think it would be really cool as a San Diego Comic-Con or a Hasbro PulseCon exclusive. And then the last question for today says, "With Hasbro re-releasing Captain Rex and Commander Fox, what other figures, or what named clones, do you think they will re-release again?" As far as named clones go, I don't think any will be getting a re-release anytime soon. Obviously, Rex and Fox just got a re-release, but Cody, Gree, Wolf, and Bly all just got recent re-releases, and so I don't think any of them are going to get a second re-release anytime soon. And plus, they're all kind of dated figures, and at this point, I think most people would prefer brand new molds rather than re-releases. So I don't think any clones will, but as far as figures go, on part of Nerdzoic's leaked list with like the Mandalorian Scout Trooper and the Shadow Squadron 2-pack. Both of those are ones that I really want to see, and they were on the leaked list, so there's always a chance they could get made, but at this point it's hard to say. As far as I know, the re-release campaign is officially over for Hasbro, so they might bring these up at a later date, or they might not release at all. We don't really know, but if anything's going to get re-released, that's one that I really want to see get re-released. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of Ask Lukenessmonster. Again, if you guys do want your questions answered in the next video, make sure to comment down below in this video, and I'll try my very best to answer it. Again, consider going down and hitting that join button down below, becoming a channel member. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. So I'll see you guys in the next one.